Little Red Riding Hood is little mean, vicious girl. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel, and today we are going to take a closer look at the unmatched set Little Red Riding Hood versus Beowulf. And as I mentioned in the intro, Little Red is pretty fearsome opponent. You would thought to yourself, what a little girl can do against the guy like a Beowulf, like this huge fella. Even the miniature is like 3 times bigger than any other miniature in a game. But yeah, still, she's a really little mean girl. So let's get down to the table. Let me show you what you get in this box, and then we'll talk some more about it. Okay, let me show you a Little Red Riding Hood versus Beowulf. So the rulebook, as usual, done really nice. It is still the same game of Unmatched, with few little bit differences because each of the sets brings something new to the table. So you get this a little bit tighter board, so it's not a little bit like big like in those big boxes like Cobble and Fog and Volume 1. But basically on this side you have this little bit of a house and the surrounding. I guess this is the grandma's house, or it's not. It's probably something from Beowulf if I can see correctly. But what you get in here with this expansion, you get these doors. So you get these 3 tokens, and now you can have doors be closed or open, so you can travel around this area and close door behind you or after you, so the others can't escape because you need to pay movement and whatnot to move through the doors, to open doors, to close doors. So that's the new mechanic in this one, besides deck being very much different than anything else you played so far. And over here it is almost the same thing. No, it's not almost, it's the same thing. I completely forgot about this one, but they tried something new. They just tried to keep as much artwork as they can, so you don't get clutter with all these different space iconography, but they just put like a little colored rings. Let me just show you from closer. As you can see, like this is a red yellow, and over here basically it's just half red half yellow. So they tried a little bit of this to give you like a little bit of more sense what's in the what the background is. If you ask me, I kind of like this one more. The board for me, I don't care to see like all the artwork. This does not make me like go out of the game. I'm still very immersed in the game when I'm playing. So I don't mind this type of board. Actually, I prefer it for more clarity and everything. You get some spare stuff, of course. The doors, as I showed you already. And you get a Beowulf and a Little Red Riding Hood. Now, usually when I review Unmatched, I already have painted minis, but this time I didn't have time to paint them and I wanted to film a review. But until I edit and publish this review, they are probably on my channel already painted, so go check that video out and see how it looks. So the Little Red Riding Hood has a huntsman as her sidekick, and the Beowulf has the Wiglaf, even though I'm not very much familiar with the Beowulf, so I'm not sure who the Wiglaf is actually, but it is what it is. And Little Red deck, she also has 2 dials, of course, for herself and for the Huntman. And her deck has a little bit of extra. She has like a super magical cool basket that we are going to talk a little bit later. But basically these are her cards. And of course, as usual, she comes with 30 cards in a box, and that's all you ever need. And of course Beowulf, nothing, he has dial for himself and for Wiglaf, and he has his own 30 cards. Also he has one more thing, he comes with these rage tokens. Now these tokens are very important for his cards. If he collects 3 of these, he can do some potent damage. And basically, yeah, that's what you get in Little Red Riding Hood versus Beowulf Unmatched set. Okay, so that was Little Red versus Beowulf. And as I said, Little Red is mean, but let's first talk about the Beowulf. Now, the Beowulf deck is specific in a sense that it has this like rage, and that's his ability. And every time he gets damage, he gets rage token. And if you get the more rage tokens you have, and you can get maximum up to 3, the more vicious your cards will be. You can deal an insane amount of damage with some of your cards if you are at full rage capacity, so to say. So yeah, it is really nice, cool thing, because you go in and sometimes you will attack and just purposely play low card and try to lose, because you will get hit and you will get rage, and then you will go insane, and then you can play that awesome huge card. And people playing against you that know that sometimes will try to not hit you, even take damage themselves, because they would rather deal with you when you are normal and not all raged up. So yeah, that's how the Beowulf works. It's really interesting because usually you are looking to defend yourself, but in this one you really looking from time to time to get some damage, so you can acquire these rage tokens. And on the other hand, we have this little red that I already said. Oh, I'm rhyming. So that I said in the intro, she's a little vicious girl. Now her deck is really, I would not recommend this for anyone who just started playing this game. I would recommend playing this deck for veteran players. But basically, she has this like a basket thing going on. This will be your first card of the deck, and it will be like a joker. So there are different symbols on the card. So all these cards over here have symbols, and if you match, sometimes here has a symbol, and if that symbol is the top card of the discard pile, has that symbol, then if you play this card on top of that, you will be able to activate some sort of combo things, and you can combo so much damage for a little girl that it's insane. You just don't expect that much of damage, and she just, you see like, Little Red Riding Hood, boom, you are dead. She just beats the hell out of you. So her deck works in a way that you want to see what was the last card you played and what is the next card that you want to play, because you want to chain those links and activate special abilities. That will not always happen, but if you manage to do that few times in a row, like few moves in a row, when you play on your turn, if you manage to do that, you will do an insane amount of damage. So be aware of Little Red Riding Hood. She's really mean. Where does this one goes? I think this is my second favorite set from all of them I played. I'm not enjoying Beowulf that much, but Red Riding Hood is really interesting to play. Chaining these combos is really fun, and she is a worthy opponent to anyone on the table if she manages to chain those combos. I can't stress that enough. So I would say this is like a close second. Not close second. This is the second best unmatched set for me. And yeah, that is that. Do join me next time when we are going to deliver some food to my grandma. And thank you all for subscribing. Do check out my Patreon. Leave me a comment below. Do you think the Little Red Riding Hood is like super mean, or is it just me thinking that? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. And until then, pozdrav.